Welcome to the channel. We're doing some land clearing here, and land clearing is kind of a personal thing, you know, depending what you want to achieve with your property. I'm going to do a quick walk around to show what we're doing. In our case here, this is pretty dense. I've got about 8 hours so far into clearing that I've already worked on this. This is pretty overgrown, pretty dense. One of the reasons we're clearing it is because people don't respect boundaries anymore. Used to be you had a lock gate and people respected the lock gate. Now people climb over that lock gate. People don't respect no trespassing signs. And when you have property that's overgrown like this, it's an ideal setup for somebody to hide into it. You never know who's in it. We have sent people back up in here, no idea who they are. And the only thing we can do is clear our side. I can't clear the neighbor's property. And for anybody that doesn't know, if you look on this post right over here, that's purple paint. Purple paint in most states, especially here in Texas, means no trespassing. So if you didn't know that and you see fence posts with purple paint on them, you know that you're not supposed to go on that property. Right now, this is just the beginning of the clearing. We've got to go back and we'll have to smooth all of this out. This property hadn't been cleared in well over 35 plus years in this part. Like I say, it's a personal matter. A lot of people like to have the thicker underbrush and so forth. To an extent, I do because of the deer habitat and wildlife habitat. But you've got to outweigh people sitting in the woods and watching you, having a place to hide. And there's that purple paint right there. I don't know, in my view, it's not good. So that's why we're taking it out. A lot of debris that's got to be moved out of here. And then the other thing I want to talk about is because nobody has been in here in so long, these oak trees have not been trimmed. You can see here the vines that are growing up in the trees. And eventually these vines can grow up in there and totally choke the tree out and kill the tree, which is not good. You can see that they're going way up in there. We'll have to go back, we'll cut the lower limbs off. That way we can get our tractor up underneath here to brush hog it. And I'll include some before and after pictures of what we started with. The other thing is we need to get in here and level this out. This has got a ton. This ground is just soft because it hasn't been touched in so many years. It's got a lot of leaf litter on the ground, and we're gonna have to go back in and rake that out and hopefully get grass growing up underneath here. This actually was cut right here. We cut this about a year ago, and you can see that there is some grass coming through. It still needs to be cleaned out a little bit more. And the other danger that we've got is if you can look up in here, you can see these dead limbs. And what'll end up happening is these limbs will fall off. They can damage the excavator. They can fall off and kill you if you're underneath them. Most of the time we do wear a hard hat when we're in here because we have had limbs fall on us before. In this area, it does come through a dry creek bed. So, and there's those vines going up the tree right here. We'll come in and we'll pull those out. But if you're going to do this, the equipment is readily available to rent to do this type of work. You don't have to go out and purchase a $50,000 to $100,000 excavator to do it. This is the other problem right here. This tree right here is well over 30 feet tall. This goes up into the very, very top of the canopy. And we're going to pull that out here in just a few minutes, and we'll show pulling it out. And when you do, just like that branch right there, you've got a dead limb. If you're not careful, that will fall on top of you, and it can ruin your day. But anyway, just a quick walkthrough. We're going to get inside. We're going to turn the camera on inside. And try to get this mess cleaned up best we can. Part of me doesn't want to do it, but then I don't like having people on the property that I can't see. Opening this up allows to see who's out here and who's on the property. Sadly, we've had several people that have come in on the property at nighttime, caught them on camera. Sheriff's Department does absolutely nothing about it. Have pictures on them. I know exactly where the guy lives. Sheriff's Department won't touch it. They say they have to catch them on the property, which is really strange to me. You got video proof of somebody being there, and they won't do anything. So I'm kind of disheartened with the with our Sheriff's Department. I personally don't think they're doing their job, but that's just me. Okay, we're gonna jump in the excavator, start pulling some stuff down, and thanks for watching the video. Okay, we're inside the excavator now. We're gonna get started. Windows, check out hoses on your boom. So we gotta be very careful. In the end, we'll come back, like I said, we'll cut all this down where we can come in here and clear without worrying about hitting. Let's see if I can't take off that dead. Them hanging down right there. I don't really like doing this. But if the limb is rotted, it's not going to hurt anything. There we go. That's just a snag that we could hit the roof of our excavator on, which I don't want to do. That can get expensive. Gotta be real careful moving through here. We've got low hanging limb there in front of us. We've got just enough area here that I think we can slide under without hitting the roof of the excavator, and it looks like we are going to make it. Got to be very careful though that you don't mess up your equipment. And we made it through. And we have our first broken off limb. We'll take that. Gonna end up having to stack the brush behind us here. I think I'll start the stack right here. Okay, we're gonna take out these tall trees now. I'll put my blade down, to kind of stabilize, although I am crooked. Try to stabilize the excavator. I may do. I don't want to dig too deep because of the roots for this. I've got two oak trees, one to the right, one to the left. So I don't want to dig too deep. But I think what I'll do is I'll take out get up close to these and take these out. Ripper blade, a lot of people say, okay, why don't you use a ripper blade? In a situation like this where you're land clearing, ripper blades, unless you're taking down massive numbers of trees that the excavator can't pull out of the ground, you're better off using a bucket with your thumb. Otherwise, you're going to be just taking that ripper on and off. A ripper doesn't do real good at land clearing, other than taking out the roots for the trees. All right. Let's see if we can push our first one down. And I'll tell you what, we'll try to take out the small one in front of us. I didn't realize there was 4 of them here. Okay, and that one came out of the ground pretty easy. We had a little bit of rain last week, so that's going to help with the soil conditions. Soil conditions have everything to do with ripping these things out of the ground. In times when we have droughts, the soil turns into concrete. And it is extremely hard to dig. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one out right here too. Just help to get it out of the way. Got it, root system and all. These will not come back. A lot of times with these trees like this, if you cut the top of it off, like with mulching, the root system can even sprout a new tree. Okay, here we go. These are the big ones. Around them. Now this one's tall. This is about a 30-foot tall tree. May not look like it right here. It's got about a 6-inch base on it. I think what I may do, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna knock out. Let me tilt you back up. We've got, and again we've got rotted limbs up there. I don't want those to come down, because when you start pulling these trees out, these limbs will start coming down. And I don't have any more above this, which is good. That limb's not totally dead. I'll take the end of it off if I can. Oh, something just hit the roof. Go ahead and scrape that limb off on this hackberry that I'm taking down. Okay, we'll get it out of the way. I think I'll push, I'm going to do the small one first. I'm going to push it away from me. That way if it takes any limbs down, they'll hopefully go, whoa, weird, coming off the ground. And stuck. It'll take out a little bit more root. Move over a little bit and get on more. Stable ground. At least where I get that blade down where it doesn't push us over. Okay, we'll blade down now. And now we'll start pushing. That tree's in there pretty good. Let's go down. Keep forgetting to pull the camera down. Gotta be real careful when you pull these things back towards you like this, because you can pull the tree totally into the excavator, which I've done on a couple occasions. I think we pretty much broke loose there. We'll back up a little bit. Like I said, I want to get that thing away from me, because I know that there's branches up above that are rotted. It doesn't want to go the way I want it to. See if we can get the tree to go back up. Okay, I'm gonna have to hook it. Move it over. Ah, come on. There we go. Down now. Just got to be careful for those fallen limbs. Okay, now we'll go down and try to pull out and it's got a good root system attached to it. Get rid of some of that dirt. There we go. This is a good sized tree. See the end of it over here. Okay. I'm going to take this now. Pick it up. And of course, we're attached to a bunch of vines again. We'll watch our boom up in the trees. Dead limb in front on the boom. Not good, not good. Okay, got that tree set off. Okay, we'll come in here and grab some more of these. Okay, I'll dig down next to this one, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to push this one over like I did that other one. I just got to make sure that we don't come back into the excavator, because I don't want any broken windows. That's an expensive day. And we got a good sized root right there. so bad about it too that the trees growing up inside the oak trees, that's not good because you get limbs rubbing on the oak trees, which can promote it's an easy access for oak wilt for the little beetles that contain that carry the spores for oak wilt. So, you know, feeling bad about cleaning this out. I guess I shouldn't, because it is preserving these oak trees, and for any property, oak trees like this they're priceless. So really nobody should feel bad about clearing their property. Try to get that big root out of there. These roots can go a long ways. Never ceases to amaze me how far these roots can go. We'll just set that down in here and come back and pick it up. Okay. I'm not looking forward to this one. I may be able to bring the bottom of it out, bring it towards the bottom towards me, and then let it fall. Like I say, this particular one right here, we're looking at about 30 feet. And it's loose. I just don't want it coming back on me. Okay, let's move forward a little bit. I'll try to get in behind it with a bucket a little bit. That's what's bad about a narrow bucket also. Very, very hard to get in behind. See if I can push it over a little bit. I don't like this. I don't have anything above me to keep this from falling on me. That's not good. Let's see if I can loosen it up a little bit more. Bothers me with this. I don't want it coming back on me. All right, let's try this again. Anybody who wants to follow it, I am going to have before and after video when I get through with this corner right here. I'm going to do the property in sections. There we go. Oh, you don't know how I hate doing this. Okay, I've got a good side. The smart thing to do would be go on the other side of this and do this from the back side and push it in this way. But I don't like that. It's got a good sized root on the back side and I'm bringing it over on me. Okay, don't want to do that. See, there's limbs falling out of the tree right now. Problem is, the top of this is hung up in the canopy of the oak tree. Okay, I may go to the other side. I'm literally what I'm doing. I don't want it to come back and ruin the cab. It'll come in on it and crush it. Okay, we're back on the other side now. I'm gonna take some limbs off. Well, shoot, let's just go ahead and push it over. That is a tall tree. Try to pull that up out of here, get an idea how big it is. We're not out yet. Out a little bit. There we go. All right. This sucker's tall. Okay, I'm going to start swinging it around. Get out of the tree canopy and don't come through the windshield. Okay, I'm going to re-grab it. We'll back up a little bit. I want to show you, get a better idea of how long this thing is. Swing the boom out of the way. This will give you a better idea of just how tall that thing was.